Gotta move some things around. I think this is working. I don't know if it is or not. I just wanted to play some PS4 things, and so here we are. Because I got a PS4, and I'll play some games that look good, like this one, and some games that look bad, like this one, and maybe look for some others in here. But at the moment, I don't even know if I'm live, because I can't be bothered to check. I'm waiting for the live thing to happen in the chat. Not this chat, but another chat that I'm in, and it hasn't happened yet. But it takes like 2 minutes to go, so... I don't know, I kind of just want to play this some more. I've played it for too long already. I am alive! Oh, I'm not necessarily sure I believe that. Hey, there's the notification that you can't see. So I'm going to start with this, and then I'll probably move to Everybody's Golf, which might be a more interesting game to watch. But I think there's some interesting things about this game as well. Hey, Vinny! I gotta put the disc in. So for Christmas, I got a PS4 Pro. Because really, just for this game. I really like racing games, if you didn't know that already. You probably did. I have Forza 7, I have Project Cars 2, and now I have GT Sport. And of the big 3 racing games that came out this year, this might be my favorite. GT Sport is very good. I know a lot of the reviews have been kind of mixed on it, particularly in how the online is structured, but I really like it. It's basically like a consoleized version of iRacing, which is good because iRacing, you have to give the money every month, which is kind of not great. And you also have to use your real name, which I didn't like because the real name you use is the name that's on the credit card you use to pay or PayPal, and my mom's name is the name from my PayPal account, which has caused some other issues, but it also caused issues in iRacing because it meant I had to use my mom's name as me, which is not, no. I don't want to do that. No quiero. We played Forza 7 yesterday and you did not like it. Forza 7 single player is terrible. It is good in online though, but you have to like and expect getting rammed into and basically eliminated from half of the races in that game. Because nobody knows how to drive in Forza, more so than in the other games. This is probably the best in terms of that because it has a safety rating. This game's all about safety and pictures of cars. And also random facts about things that have happened in the past century. So if we go, yeah, I think Brand Central will have it. Say you want to learn all about Toyota. I have a Toyota. It's a alright car. You can go to the museum. And then you can read all about the history of Toyota. From the beginning to the present day. And you can also just read random facts. For example, the SUV gains popularity in 1982. The World Wide Web is opened in 1990. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'll have you know it's the Sorcerer's Stone. Probably my favorite one. Windows 7 is released in 2009. I like how they've dedicated an entry in the museum in Gran Turismo Sport to the release of Windows 7. It's just the weirdest thing to me. But it's also kind of cool. Also, Ustream began services in 2007. I think they mean IBM Cloud Video, as it's called now. The menu in Forza 7 for changing that stuff is really cumbersome. Windows 7 is a big deal. They also have Windows 8. I think. Yeah, Windows 8 goes on sale. Do they have Windows 10? They do. They do not have Windows Vista, though, I checked. The Apple Watch. Catherine gave birth to a second child. They don't mention when she gave birth to her first, though. It's the second one that matters. I don't know, these graphics look fairly photorealistic. Do you get the joke? It's because these are photos. Amy Winehouse won 5 times in 2008. And of course, all the history about Toyota, the Harrier, debuted in 1997. Why is this here? Because it can be. I guess. I think it's kind of cool. Here's some actual cars that have been modeled. This one cost 29,052 credits. Oh man, 2008 was a decade ago. It's been 10 years since Obama was elected. Wow. In my head, I remember 2008 as being a really good year, although there were some pretty bad aspects of it as well, but overall it was a pretty good year. I think 2007 might be the objectively better year, though. But I don't care about looking at cars, because we can look at cars when we race cars, but first we can't race them quite yet because we have to look at all the dumb liveries that you can make. So I think these liveries are better than the ones in Forza, which is probably because you can just import SVG files, and here they are. Right now, it's just girls with almost no clothes on that are trending. That's it at the moment. When I looked at this before, there were a few less, but still some. You also get Goku. There you go. That's a livery that you can like, and you can also add to your collection if you want to put it on your own cars. You can also look at the latest liveries. Someone made a Star Wars planet. There's Batman, Marvel, Nevea. But for the most part, these actually look like they're in the right aspect ratio because people are just importing them. Cheetos. Yeah, I want a Cheetos icon. Phillips. That could be useful. Could make a CDI livery car. Caillou. Alright. Sure. That's a bit creepy though, his eyes look really weird. Where's Capri Sun? Well, we can search for it. Maybe someone's made it. I doubt we'll find anything. And I'll explain why in a minute. I'll just search Capri. Nothing. So probably no one's made a Capri Sun logo yet. Also, the search is kind of broken. It'll only search the latest few thousand entries made, which means that most of the time it finds nothing. Their website, you can go online and do the same thing, and you can actually see all the entries there for some reason, but you have to go through pages, and like for the car liveries, it's like in pages it's like 12 to 20 hours of time period that you have to go back and look for. So like I tried to find a Splatoon livery, and I did, but I had to go through 10 pages of nothing before I could find a car. Speaking of liveries, Here's some trading ones. There's a Jurassic Park truck. One of my favorite one is still trending. Yes. Pizza Hut bus. How can you donate to me? You can use bits. You can cheer some bits if you want. Or you could subscribe if you want. I don't have a donation page right now. I used to, but that was before Twitch affiliate was a thing. So when that became a thing, I took it down. I like this one too, the Kinder Beetle. Kinder Egg Beetle. I wonder what's inside. Probably a person if they're driving it. But I also downloaded some as well. So let me oh my god, hold on. I saw something. We need to go back. Pornhub. Yep. I'll add that. I bet that'll get removed. Is there any other interesting things here? Not really. Most of the latest liveries are kind of not great, as you might imagine. Most of the most popular, and you can search. I've almost never been able to find anything. How can you unsubscribe, Vinny, if you aren't subscribed in the first place? You can unfollow, though. Let me show you some of the liveries I found. Go to the collection. Here's Burger King. Mario Kart. That's pretty great. I like this one. It's like a Sonic Genesis Game Gear car. I bought this car specifically so I could use that livery. Also have an M&M's bus. The Blue Falcon. The Daytona car. Pizza Hut one again. Dunkin' Donuts. Here's one of many Splatoon cars I found. They're almost all the Mazda. Can you go fast in Sonic's car? You can. It's a Group 3 car. They're pretty fast. I really like this livery. The Super Mario livery with Rosalina. But I also really like this livery, which is on the same car, and the one I'm using is the Squid Girl livery. Squid Girl is probably the only anime I've ever watched. Unless you count Sonic X as an anime, which, I mean, I guess it is. Here's a Twix-mobile. A Twitch-mobile. More Splatoon cars. My favorite of the Splatoon cars is this one, I think. Which is the one I have on that car. I have the Kinder. Here's Fanta Orange Juice. Well, it's not a juice, it's a drink. Is Avatar an anime? No. Ridge Racer car. That's pretty cool. I don't have the McLaren though. I should get it. We just finished streaming the English dub of Squid Girl. I watched the Japanese version like a year and a half ago, I think. It was alright. I also watched a few episodes of, what was that show that's popular? One Man Punch. And I did not particularly get into that, but again, I was watching the Japanese version. Maybe I'd get a bit more into it if I could actually listen to it and not have to look at the text the entire time. One Punch Man, isn't that what I said? Also, good point, Finny. I failed to properly say Ridge Racer. It's Ridge Racer! Powered by Namco. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer! I said One Man Punch. Oh, oops. Well, it's One Punch Man. He's a man with one punch. I'm bad with words. I'm sorry. You know what? Let's do a race. Let's see. No, this is not what I want. I don't want to go to the lobby. Lobby's unranked. I want ranked racing. That's in sport mode. So So I have no idea if we're going to have to be waiting here. We are going to have to wait here a bit. I really want to do the oval race here. This car game has racing? It does! Can you believe it? So actually, entry period's 12 minutes, so we have a bit of time to wait here before we can get into one of those races, which is what I really want to do. So, you have this campaign mode, which is single player. You have the driving school, the mission challenge, and the circuit experience, and I've beaten all of these. They're basically all the same thing. Which is to say, if you've ever played a Gran Turismo game, you're probably very familiar with their license tests. And if you haven't, well, I'm going to show you one real quick here. Basically, you have to do a section of the track in a given time period, and historically they are brutally difficult, as in, like, it might take you half an hour to get a gold in a 20-second challenge, because you have to do it like literally 100 different times to get the perfect line to get gold by a few thousandths of a second. In this game, they're pretty easy. They are not hard. I'm now going to demonstrate that to you by getting a gold first try, hopefully. License tests are awesome. They're one of my favorite parts of the Gran Turismo games. Indeed, we have won by about 4/10. I beat my previous record. GT is the only way taking a license is really cool. Yeah, don't remind me that I still don't have my driver's license, but shh, I can pretend. So that's what a license test is like, and there's a bunch of them. You have 48 in the driving school, which is like very simple ones, and then the circuit experience, which is the best way to rack up credits in cars early. You do parts of a track, and then you do a whole lap on the track. And the hardest one was the Nürburgring, as you might imagine, where I got gold by a second in my second try, and it's like a 7-minute lap. And you get a car for beating each one of these tracks, so a lot of cars. I have about a third of the cars in the game, and I've bought like 3 cars. Actually, I think 5, but still. You get a lot of cars for free, so you don't need to buy that many. You also get a fair amount of credits, and you also have mileage points, which is an alternate credits method that you can use to buy things in the mileage exchange. You have special cars and wheels and things. I bought everything because I didn't know what to do with my credits. And then mission challenge is basically the same, except sometimes you have full races, and there's also some endurance races. Like this was a 30-lap challenge that I lost the first time I did it. I had to do this twice. How am I enjoying the Sony PlayStation 4 trademark? I like it a lot. Definitely more than the Xbox One, which I also got recently. The only reason I got an Xbox One was to develop Taco Tom 2 on it, which is coming out at some point this year. But this I got because there's a game I want for it that is only on it, and it's this game. So yeah, this is a great game. What I've spent most of my week playing, in fact. In fact, I can actually tell you exactly how long I've played it since Christmas. If you look at playtime, 28 hours. But yeah, I really like this console. It's fast and snappy too, which I was pleasantly surprised by given how unresponsive the Xbox One is. It's impressive how bad the UI is on the Xbox One. Like, it's terrible. Makes me not want to use it at all. So let's go into one of these online races. I want to do the oval because that's just going to be a disaster. With the bus. Alright, yes. We are entering this. Unfortunately, you're loaned a bus. You cannot use the one you already have, so I can't use my Pizza Hut livery bus. This is a Pro PS4. I am future-proofing. I figured maybe I'll end up with the 4K TV eventually. So go ahead and get this. I got the Xbox One S, not the X, because the X is really expensive and the S is pretty cheap. So I just got that so I could develop Taco Time 2 on it, and it's kind of not great, but it is a better way of playing Forza 7 than it is on the computer, because the computer one crashes. Yes, ridiculous cars are the best. And we're definitely driving a ridiculous car. Yes, we can do the qualifiers, and we will. This GT, in my opinion, is very good. It's a bit different from previous Gran Turismo games. The single-player structure is not quite the same. It's mostly licensed tests. There are some of the regular races, but you only win credits for those, no cars. And they're pretty optional. I don't think they actually count in the completion percentage of the campaign. But the online racing is really good. Although it's different. It's not like... Well, you can do it the same way you did it in previous Gran Turismo games, where you just jump in a lobby and do that. But you also have these official races that happen like every 20 minutes. And these I really like, and these will increase your driver rating and sportsmanship rating. The goal is to get both of them up to rating S. My sportsmanship rating is A, and my driver rating is C. That's because I haven't played many online races. I've been mostly doing the single player. It seems like it's pretty easy to get the driver rating up to at least B, and safety rating, which is what I call it, even though it's actually the sportsmanship rating. I actually had it at S at one point, and then it went down to A. And I suspect it's not going to go up in this race. So online matches are grouped by safety rating. So like people in the same safety rating will race each other, not driver rating. So if you're not a good driver, you might still end up getting matched with good drivers. But I don't really mind that. It would be a bit weird if it was matched by driver rating, especially when it like counts wins and pole positions. You would want it to be like an even spread of drivers of all skill levels for wins and pole positions and fastest laps to actually carry meaning. Is there a cockpit view? Yes, there is. So yeah, this is just do an oval. I should check to see what the best qualifying times are to see if I'm anywhere close to them. I mean, I would hope so. Actually, I wonder if the trick here, I don't know if this counts as off-road. If the trick is to drive on this portion. I don't think so, because I'm falling behind. I would assume in a vehicle this slow the low line's the best. Yeah, it might be best to wait for it to go on sale. I think it already is on sale in the PlayStation Store, or at least was in the US. I don't know if it was in the UK, or if it still is. But yeah, I imagine you'll find this game on sale pretty soon. Yeah, I started out in driver rating E, but I ended up in my first race, I was matched with people in higher driver ratings, because it groups people by safety rating, not driver rating. So like, I was racing against people with driver rating B. That seems to be what most people have, and what I'm fairly confident I'll end up getting in a few races. My first 4 races, I won 2 of them, and then I came in second the other 2. I haven't done quite as well since then, but I've been doing alright. Most of your games for 15, 20 pounds. I suspect this game will reach that price eventually. Gran Turismo games tend to go down in price fairly quickly. Like GT6 is 15 now, I think. And you could probably get 5 secondhand for $5. And then none of the others are any more expensive because they made like 10 million copies of each one. So there are many copies to be had. It's not a rare game or anything. So this isn't the most exciting track to do qualifying on, admittedly, but when we get to the actual race, I think it'll be a lot more fun. Gotta try and find the ideal line. I was ahead by 500ths, which I think in a track like this matters a lot. I really like that indicator on the bottom there. It's like plus, well, it went away now, but plus 0.07, minus 0.09, minus 0.057. The indicator tells me how far ahead or behind I am of my best lap ghost. That is really useful in qualifying. And a great way to tell if you're doing good or bad in a corner relative to your ghost, because you can look after the corner and see, oh, I've gained 0.3 here, or I've lost 0.3. Yeah, I think it was on sale for $40 on the PlayStation Store over Christmas. I think the Christmas sales are mostly over. Are they over by now? I don't actually know. We should get in an actual race soon. Matching begins in 30 seconds. Also, another thing I really like is the radar, because you can easily see where people are right behind you, which is very useful in sport mode because this game really cares a whole lot about your safety rating. So wants you to be safe because you don't want to look bad. If you're unsafe, you'll look bad, is what I got from the 5 minutes worth of videos that you're forced to watch in order to play this mode. You can get 75 copies for 2,200 pounds. That's a steal. We are an 8th out of 12. Not the best qualifying. I wonder how you can get almost half a second faster. I'm guessing my line is not the best. Well, hopefully we can watch the guys ahead who presumably have better lines, and we can copy their lines and go faster. The night is dark and full of terrors. Thank you, Black Rain. I just say hi because that's what most people say. Because that's the default thing to say. The buses are here. Okay. Alright. I had no control over that. It's the computer driving. All within a second. Well, I mean, it's an oval, so the times are going to be very close. When you get to like an actual racetrack, they're spread by like 5 to 10 seconds. And usually I'm in the upper half. Like 4th or 5th. I've qualified on pole twice. And I won both of those races. In fact, those are the only races I've won. We're now off track control. Oh, I didn't realize that was on. That's one thing that does annoy me about this game, is that traction control on every car is at 3 by default, and 3 is like the most useless number for traction control. About half the cars it's best to have it on 2, and the other half it's best to turn it off entirely. Faster cars, it's generally better to have some traction control, at least for me. I'm a bit aggressive on the throttle, so that helps. So I put it on 2. Because when you put it on 1, that seems to not do anything, but 2 seems to work very well. And for a thing like this bus, you don't need any traction control. Someone disappeared. Bye-bye. It's now an 11-car race. Gotta turn traction control to 0 again, because it defaults to 3. I have no idea how brake balance affects the car, so I just leave that at the default. Also, another thing that's not relevant to this race, only to endurance races, is the fuel map feature that I really like. You can change how much fuel your car uses, so you can go a few extra laps without refueling, the penalty of not going quite as fast. I think that's a really cool feature that, as far as I know, this is the only game that has that feature. But anyway, we are off. This is only 8 laps. I thought it was 15. But I am wrong. We are past 7th place, I think. It's a train. Everyone's close together, as I expected. Oh. Safety rating went down for that. There's nothing I could do, because I did not expect that guy to hit the guy in front, which slowed him down, and therefore I ran into him because I didn't have enough time to slow down. That happens sometimes. I like that too, Link. I think it's really cool that they've used those same sounds for 20 years. Unfortunately, me hitting the back of that guy slowed me down as well. So now I've got to draft these buses to catch up. Oh, he's all over the place. We might be able to get him. There's also some guys about to get lapped, I think. We are gaining here, thanks to the powers of drafting. Oh, I'm not in a good position here for this corner. Get back down. Oh, I'm gonna get squished! I'm squished! And they've both ghosted. Maybe I ghosted too, I don't know. Hello? Hello? I think I got away with that. We're up into second. Somehow, 3 laps to go. Can we take the lead? Oh, he's a bit loose here. Okay, no, he wants that. I'm gonna let him have it. Although it forced the guy behind me to hit me, and that also lowered my safety rating, as it does. There's a guy to my left. It's not this guy. I think he's ran into me. Good job. Looking on my radar. Seeing where people are. I think I'm down to 4th. No, I'm still in 3rd. Final lap. Oh, there was someone there. He's trying to bully me around. I'm gonna go wide here. Don't lose any safety rating for that. Probably could have gone down to the inside there. Doesn't matter. I think he just got it. We will finish in 4th. Man, that was fun. Even though it was a bit silly. Only 1 person got a penalty. Sometimes in big races you'll see most of the 2 people got a penalty. They have a red dot in the penalty icon. That means they got a penalty. And if it says no time there, that means they removed that penalty by going slowly. Great race! I went up by 4 positions. This is really fun. Yeah, I would say Project Cars is the most simulation-y of these games, particularly if you're playing with the controller. Some of the cars in that game are basically undrivable with the controller. And here you can drive all the cars with the controller. You have this lap chart, which is cool. So you can see here is where I was throughout the race. I started down at 8th, went up to 6th, climbed my way to 2nd, and then I fell down a few positions. Although apparently Torque also finished in 4th. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. I think this guy should be in 3rd, but whatever. Forza 7 is on PC, yes. That's probably the least simulation-y of these 3. Next race. Oh, we were too slow. We could have gotten right in, I think. Or no. No, I'm wrong. It's a long time before that race. Why is it so long? It's a short race. What is the best time? 23.35. We can... If we download the replay, can we race it? Can we race the Ghost? Or I think that's just downloading it to save it to watch for later. I don't want to do that. I want to race it. It's 1 minute until entry opens, but then you have to do 15 minutes of qualifying. And I don't want to do that because that would be boring to watch. So let's watch the replay of the number 1 guy. So he takes a wide line. I guess he's able to build up a lot of momentum by taking that wider line. Can I create a race so people can join? I can. I don't know if anyone watching has the game, but it's totally possible. So yeah, maybe they did something on the previous lap to gain more speed. They wouldn't be able to do in a regular lap because it would put you out of position. If there are people who would want to join a room, let me know and we can do that. But for now, let's do a different race. We can do Suzuka 3 laps or 10 laps of Dragon Trail. Let's do this because it's not too long. Best rating is a 158.6. So if I get like a... Oh, I've seen that guy somewhere. Or I remember that name. So if I get like within a 201, 202, that's probably a decent time here. So it seems like the 911 is the best car, so I'll go with that. Top 4 or 5 times we're all using this car. So I'll use the same car. So for Group 3, Group 4, Group 1 races, those type of races, all the cars in the class are pre-tuned so that you can't tune them, which means everyone's in a level playing field, which is very good. I do like oranges. I made a poem when I was a kid called Oranges. And it was, for a while, my magnum opus of poems. I will now recite it to you in full because I've memorized this poem. I don't memorize a lot of poems, but I remembered this one. An orange, orange. Is it orange? An orange, orange is. Because orange, oranges are just so orange. They're almost orange, orange. It's my traction control situation. I'm going to take that down to 2. Also, another thing I like about this game, you see these cones? They're not for decoration. They're like a pseudo driving line. They tell you when to brake and they tell you when to start turning in and where to hit the apex. And I think that's a bad corner. It's gonna take me a lap or 2 to get situated, I think. But the braking point in particular, I think is really cool. It's a great way of giving you that information without putting a giant ugly line in the middle of the track. Although you can do that if you want, but the driving line in this game actually doesn't show you braking information. Which is is interesting. It's just a line, solid color. Which is probably still better than Project Cars 2's utterly useless driving line. That is the worst driving line I've ever seen in any racing game, because the braking information is so wrong. Like, it'll tell you to brake like a full second or two before you have to. Sometimes it won't tell you to brake at all when you have to. It's horrible. It's supposed to be dynamic, but it's far worse than it was in the first Project Cars game. I have no idea how much I have to brake there. It was okay, probably a little too much brakes. Alright, that was not a 158. That's like a 203. My goal here is a 201.xxx. That's a terrible quarter, so probably not going to be this lap. I'm doing even worse than my Ghost. That corner there has actually been really tricky for me, in this game specifically. It's not that tricky for me in other games that have this track, but in this one, I struggle a lot in that corner. Do I use a wheel? Nope, I'm a controller guy. I have a Driving Force GT, but I don't know if that works in a PS4. And I barely use it anyway. But I've heard that using a wheel is better in this game. I use the stick. I haven't actually tried tilt controls. I should do that. Is tilt controls actually good? Or is it just a really gimmicky thing? I feel like it would just be a gimmick. And we're gonna set a better lap time. It's still gonna be a 203 though. It's very well calibrated. So I know of all the tilt control memes in Mario Kart 8. It put me off even trying it. That's a much better corner than the previous lap. So if I keep driving like I did before, we'll be in the 202s. 201 I think is going to be tricky. I don't think that was a very good corner. That was. It's apparently not as good of an exit as I had before. Still ahead by 7/10. The tricky spoon curve. Which we have done better than the last lap, it seems. Or about the same, really. Look at the split times. They're basically identical. The micro split times, I guess. Dab on the brake. That was better. Up to a full second. Say hi, 201. I mean, a low 201. Only need to find 2/10 to get... No, I'm sorry. Wow, that was a horrible statement. It is a low 202. Why did I say a high 201? I mean, I guess I'm only off by a few tenths there. But completely wrong in terms of grammar. One thing I don't like is that I don't think you can turn off this ghost. I tried to and it said, nope, you can't. But when you're really close behind like this, it kind of gets in the way a bit. Like seeing the road ahead. Like about this distance it gets a bit tricky to actually see what you're doing. Alright, we are ahead of the ghost. So I think this is going to be my last lap, so hopefully we can get that 201. That was a good corner. Look at that time. Alright, this is totally possible. That was bad. Uh-oh. Are they going to penalize me for that? But regardless, I'm falling behind. Lost all my time in that sector. Oh well, we'll have a 202.184 for our qualifying time. At least we can look at our Sonic car. Except we can't look around it because that's not in this game for some reason. Apparently it was in the beta. You could turn the right stick and look around the car, but you can't in this game. You can't in the final version. I think because it would give the rear view too much of an advantage in terms of visibility. But regardless, I don't think a low 202 is that bad of a time if the top 10 was around a 159. And it appears, yeah, that's an alright time. We are in 3rd out of 16. Yeah, I know you can in escapes, but you can't when you're actually driving. Which would be cool, because Forza you can do that. And Project Cars you can do that. And I don't know about Assetto Corsa, because I haven't played that much. Whoops. What did I press? Like the home button. Hi! Clean races, please. Yeah, 2 Brazilians. We've got Conradob 3 and Darcio PK. And then the top 2 is the same country. What country is that? Costa Rica, I think? Yeah, Costa Rica. The top 2 are from Costa Rica. That's surprising. Let me change back to my preferred view here. So in this game I like the in front of the car view, the bumper view the best. In Forza I like the rear view, and in Project Cars I like the roof view. I don't know why it's like that. Why I prefer different views in each game, but it's just what feels the best to me. All right. Three laps. Guy in first has a 1 second better qualifying time. Suppose it's not possible I could win this. If they make a mistake. Totally possible. Check the traction control. It's what I want it to be. And they have not started me in the middle of that chicane, which is good. Sometimes that happens. And somehow they're already pulling away. How does it happen? And also, I'm pulling away from the people behind me. I think because they had to start in the middle of the chicane and that threw them off, probably. Alright, well, let's try to catch up a second here. Got 3 laps to do it. First place is getting away, but second, I'm catching up, I think. Wanted to avoid him, and I had to take a really bad line there. Probably could have taken a better line anyway, though. First place has gotten really wide there. Wow. Oh, I think he's got a penalty. So he's slow. And he's now in second. Oh, this is interesting. We're coming up to the fast corner here. I'm not going to try to pass him there. That would be ridiculous. I think he turned in a bit too sharp there and lose some speed. So hopefully with these two guys fighting, they'll make life a bit easier for me. Oh, first place got ahead again. Oh, but they're fighting. Second's looking for a way back. That was a bit of a not the best line. I think I'll be fine though, penalty wise. Oh no, they're getting away. Maybe they'll mess up this corner again. I doubt they're going to mess up the same corner 2 times in a row, and indeed, yeah, if anything, I've gone wide. Yeah, I've gone very wide, in fact. That's not good. So now I've dropped from the back of that pack to the front of the other pack. Oh, that was very nice of that guy. Very nice indeed. I'll probably get a penalty for that. There's no other line I could have taken there. He pushed me off. No, I actually didn't even get a safety rating loss for that. I know sometimes when people hit you from behind, you'll lose safety rating. Other times they won't. bad. Turn on the road, please. Thank you. When I play with manual transmission, I forgot to change it to manual when I first started playing the game, and I never bothered to change it back. Okay, that beetle's been pushed off. We've unfortunately fallen to 5th. We were in 6th. Because I saw that guy coming, and I went a bit to the left to avoid him hitting me. And then it meant I was a bit too wide to make the corner. I get really nervous about my safety rating in this game, so like in Forza I wouldn't care. I'd knock him off. Well, not knock him off, but I'd make contact with him. I find that in this game, much less so than Forza, does manual transmission matter. I'm sure it'll give some speed, but not that much. At least not compared to Forza or Project Cars. I use manual in both of those games. And I'm sure I could use manual here, but I haven't really noticed any instances of where I'm like, oh, I can definitely tell that using automatic over manual is slowing me down. Get past this beetle. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I went for it too much, I think. Someone knocked over the cones that told me where to brake, so I didn't know. If I hadn't seen that car brake, it would have crashed directly into the wall ahead of me. No, I wouldn't have, but... How did I get a 3-second penalty? I guess because I cut the thing. It didn't tell me until the very end, though. And it dropped me to 7. That was not the best race. But it's... I can't blame anyone else other than myself, because I just drove off the track a couple of times. So, probably not going to have my driver rating. My safety rating might go up, though. I think I only lost safety rating once. Let's find out. It'll tell you if your safety rating went up or down. Although it won't tell you that for your driver rating for some reason. My safety rating went up. Although it's still A. Go back to the combi race? I mean, I could. Entry is in 14 minutes, though. Why is this one running at like a 20? Well, I think they're both running at 20 minutes. It's just that the interval is off by 5 minutes, and that makes it difficult. So, they also have these races, which are more official races than the official ratings, races. So, basically, I can show you. So, on January 3rd, you can choose one of these 5 races to do. You can't do more than one. You do one of these 5, and then you do a 10-minute qualifying session with everyone that you're racing with, and then you do the race. And it like shows you each person where they qualified before you do the race. These are like FIA sanctioned races. It's kind of weird. I've only done one, so my world ranking is 591th. But as you can see, that's where I saw I Like Oranges. They're number 8. You can look at the calendar. Oh, I've driven a marathon's worth of miles, so I get a new car for free. You get one a day if you drive 26.2 miles. I want the... That's not Nenzo. Wow, I think I already have that. Great. Sometimes you get cars you don't want. This is one of those times. Also, sometimes you get cars you do want, though. That's fun. Also, there are single-player things beyond the campaign mode. You can just do a regular race or a drift trial. You can go drifting if you want. I don't really want. Race with the slowest car in the Nürburgring. Well, the slowest car is the Volkswagen bus that we saw. I could do a race. Let's go to the lobby. Let's see if we can organize a one-lap Nürburgring race in the bus. Probably not. Hi, Yakov. How are you? Race for fun. I am the room host. Nat type is type 2 and bandwidth is high. V. W. Thanks for the sub that you can hear but you can't see. Because I don't have it showing right now. But, hold on. Oh, it went away. I tried. Just using a minimalist layout today. But thank you for subscribing for 6 months in a row. That is a lot of months. Enjoy your Takutam emote, which is new and arguably improved. I don't actually know if it's improved. I think they changed the buttons compared to PS3 for typing. When I try to make something capitalized, I always press the right trigger, or I don't press the right combination. I think I'm pressing the PS3 combination. Oh, I can't. Hold on. The beauty of the @ symbol. We'll save one character, and that's just how many characters I need to save. So the gyroscope is easier to type. I disagree. I tried it, and it's like typing with a Wii remote. I don't like it. I've never been a huge fan of motion controls for typing like this. I've gotten good at typing with the D-pad. Race for fun. Fixed room ownership. No, I don't require anything. We want the Nordschleife. Select weather. Fine weather. 1 lap. Please no more. Grid order. Sure. Let's do 60-second finish delay. Power limit. Can I force people to use a car? I can say N100 on. Okay. But I can't force them to use the bus, I don't think. I can make it only carts, but I can't make it only buses. But we'll just hope that people do it. The bus is the weakest vehicle in this game. But if, not if you use balance of power, it's not. Because the bus will be made very powerful. And will be as powerful as a Mazda Miata. Well, the problem is people can tune it to make it more powerful. And I tried that, or I looked into that, Vinny, and it said the minimum power is like 90 horsepower. And the bus has... Well, it has 98 horsepower, but that's fully tuned. Like, that's at 293% power. Which is the max, and that cannot be changed. Options. Give me that racing super soft tire on the bus. And now we wait for anyone to join. I'll wait for like 5 minutes maybe. We can practice. We can enter the course. So let me try to think about all the things that have happened since the last time I streamed, because it's been a while. I think the last time I streamed, this thing turns like a Formula 1 car. Good golly. Whoa! Hello! This thing can flip over if you're not careful. Hold on. Scandinavian flick. I want this thing to turn over. Come on! Oh, it doesn't want to. In my Pizza Hut mobile. Okay, we need to build up speed. Yes! What is that rubbish physics? Come on, I refuse to believe the bus would not flip over in that situation. There's a big jump coming up here fairly soon. Oh, we top out at 83. I'm gonna try to... And then you fall down to 74. Which, well, there was a jump there, but this thing's so slow that it doesn't actually get airborne. Yeah, it seems like the physics don't allow the vehicles rolling over. Which is a shame. Forza's like that too on some circuits. You can't flip cars over in Forza unless you're in the rain or you're on the motorbike Sonoma Raceway circuit, in which case you can. Inexplicably. They forgot to disable rolling over in that track, I guess. Maybe with the aid of the handbrake. Nope, that was the worst attempt yet. Also, no one's joining. I didn't think anyone would. And even if they did, nothing's stopping them from not using this vehicle. Because I feel like with the top speed of 83, this thing is still going to be slower than the other cars. Still going to be very balanced. You turn it instantly, but you don't have this game, I don't think. Do you? Oh well. Start chat. That race was incredible. I'm a beginner. I have trouble with these tires. Want to go to the lobby? Can I send you a friend request? Hold on. Changing settings. Want to change the course? I'm sorry. Well, maybe it's close to oval time again. We can do another oval race. No, not lobby, it's sport mode. It's like in the middle, which is weird. They put the brand central in between the two online modes, which is a bit weird, but whatever. Race entry. How many minutes? Oh, he just missed it. That's disappointing. Well, I really like this game. I think it's great. And I would play it all stream, but this is the random PS4 stuff stream, which means we play other things besides this. Who knows, maybe we'll come back to it. We'll also play Everybody's Golf, which is a golf game for everybody. Yes, that means you. So we take out GT Sport and put in this. Press the button. No, I did. Up that goes, and this goes. Was that Roller Coaster Dreams game? Okay. We need to take a look at Roller Coaster Dreams. I found this randomly while looking at games on the store, and I thought at first, oh, this must be a VR only game, but it didn't say VR only, so I downloaded it, and it turns out, yeah, you don't need VR to play this. So this is the demo of Roller Coaster Dreams. And if it wasn't $20, I'd be tempted to buy the full game just because of how bad it is. It's by Bamboo Soft, which is a great name. And they've made a lot of other coaster games. Pretty sure they made Coasterworks for the Dreamcast, so they have a long, long history of roller coaster games. And it looks like this, which is to say, really bad. They apparently forgot that lighting engines are things that exist. Because there is no lighting, it's just shadows and textures. So the only thing you can do is look at people's online parks, which I guess is cool that you can do that in the demo. It means it's a fairly expansive demo. We can look at, for example, Wood's Very Hard Crazy Coasters, Wood's Very Hard Block Party, Go Go Yubari Murakumo Pleasure Resort. I have a robot mech game called Murakumo. No Name Park, Leland. Another very hard for Woods. Smile and Magical Park. Woods and Very Hard. Kamikaze Coaster Park. I like that one. Super Mega Action World. But I think we have to go to hell. So it's making coasters, step 4, step 5, step 7, step 5, step 7, step 4, step 5. That's not the order that numbers go in. So we get placed in this amusement park. You cannot use facilities in the demo version. You press A anywhere, you just get that message. So we can walk, we can also run, we can look at those amazing cars. I mean, I know it's a slight step down from Gran Turismo Sport, but I think those car models are still pretty great. I mean, you're probably better than Forza 7's. So you can run. This is hell, apparently. This is what it is. Just walking around in this maze of coasters. You cannot ride them in the demo. I assume you can in the full version. There's some falling leaves. There's also no people anywhere. The park I went to had people. I don't know where all the people are. Hell isn't that interesting. What's woods in very hard? An error has occurred. Do it again. Okay, that doesn't exist. How about another very hard for woods? No. This one I've already downloaded. No, no, and this error is occurring. Can we do any? No, we broke it. Broke the game. Gotta close it and reopen it, I think. But there are other things that you need to see in this game. Thanks, Bimbo Soft. You did it. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, okay. Okay. We can join 111. I don't know what happened. I don't think this game is made very well. Hey look, it's a person with a... this person's face is a very high resolution. I've seen people with very high resolution faces. Also, you can just push them around. What's wrong with her leg? The polygons aren't right. I just like pushing the people around. We push them into the table. Nope, they collide with the table, unfortunately. Also, I think I'm colliding with this building. You can see I'm right next to the edge of it. They nailed the collision detection here. Also, notice how I have legs? Well, when I run, they go like this. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog in this game. Hey, look at this. Just running along and... Ah! I can't play the bumper cars in the demo. Gotta go fast! You can also push people into other people. I pushed someone into an identical looking person. It was this girl, in fact. I pushed her into another one of her. In fact, look! You have to do it again. Where are you going? We have to push the girl into the girl. This is important. Stop walking! Okay, making progress. And I'm pushing two of them at the same time. Alright, alright, alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. collide. Beautiful. I have made Siamese twins, and now they've separated. The miracle of science at work. All I had to do was look at them and they suddenly became two. What an amazing game. Also, I don't think anyone actually does anything. They just walk around aimlessly forever. See, I can't ride any of the rides, unfortunately, but I can run into people and merge them together. So I think that's good. It's a good enough reason to play the demo. Although I would not spend $20 on the full game. As you could probably imagine why. Let's golf. So this is Hot Shots Golf, the new one, if you are familiar with the Hot Shots Golf name. This is one of those. It is the same game. It was always called Everybody's Golf in Japan, and now it's called Everybody's Golf everywhere. Also, this game is painfully Japanese. In terms of its structure, it feels very much like an MMO. Like a Korean or Japanese MMO, just the way the main hub works. How you have to play the same 9 holes 8 times before you unlock the next 9 holes, which is still the same course. You unlock the other 9 holes for the first course. Parappa's just a demo. I might buy the full version. I don't know. Checking purchase status. I haven't bought any DLC. But I have not seen the second 9 holes yet. I just unlocked them. After playing on the first 9 holes 8 times. It's not an exaggeration, I counted. So chat, what's your New Year's resolution if you made one? I do like the character creator. I think it's pretty cool. I made a character that kind of resembles me, actually, which was impressive. Although I think my hair is actually considerably longer than this now. So I've not gotten a haircut in probably like a year and a half. It's been a long time. This guy has something to say. Do you know how to read the undulations of greens? I do. Nice to meet you. Name's Junichi. I'll be your very own caddy starting today. Oh cool, I unlocked a new caddy. I liked my old caddy though. Anyway, this is where we go to do tournaments. We can do an unofficial tournament or an official tournament. I want to do... Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't think there's any difference between unofficial and official. Let's do unofficial, because it has the tornado holes, which means you don't have to aim to win. Your New Year's resolution is to live until next year. I mean, that's a good resolution. Hopefully you'll be able to keep it. My resolution is to work some on Taco Tom 2 every day until it's finished. And I didn't do much today, but I did do some. And by some, I mean I fiddled around with this program called Rhythmic, studio, which allows you to make music, so maybe I could make some music for it. And also I looked at some fonts, and that's it. But hey, it's better than nothing, which is the amount I have done the past 40 days in a row. I'm not gonna hit an obstruction. What are you talking about?
Oh no!
Did I hit an obstruction? Oh, that ball is not where I want it to be. Oh, actually that is where I want it to be. On the ferry. What game am I playing? Hold on. Gran Turismo Sport. I'm not playing Gran Turismo Sport. I'm playing, if you know, Everybody's Golf. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. That's what I'm playing. That was really bad. That's gonna be really bad. On the bare ground. I've never been on the bare ground before. Oh no! There's a tree in the way. We are off to a great start. Might be a bit of lag in the capture card. It's the only thing I could think of. Or maybe I'm just bad. So we need to chip this in for par. Fortunately with the tornado cop, that shouldn't be too hard. Get in the hole! Oh. You start with a bogey, that's not good. In fact, you could say that's bad.
Hole 11. It's powerful. Nice shot.
Hey, good shot for once. So every time you do certain things with your clubs... Oh, I should have put backspin on there. That's going to go too far. Not that bad, I guess.
Good work.
Every time you do certain things with your clubs, your club levels up. Which is kind of an interesting mechanic. Oh, this is...
Sloping up.
This one's rough. Get in there. Nice. Thank you, Tornado Cup. I think it would have been just a tad to the left otherwise. Back up to even par. But yeah, I like this game. It's fun. And fun games are good. Look at that.
For the birdie. Nice birdie. All right, a birdie.
My character sounds like the character in every anime game. You know the one I'm talking about.
Hole 13. It's par 4.
Perfect shot.
Nice. That's great. On the green. Nice, yeah.
Get some backspin points. So I used backspin and got close.
A birdie, woo! Hole 14. It's par 4. All right. Great shot. Amazing. Looks good to me.
My slopes to the left, ball will fly to the left. Okay. If you say so.
Cool. Nice shot. Yeah. Very nice. Alrighty.
In the hole.
And it's on. Nice, yeah. Could make a birdie.
Got my backspin to level 1 of my 8 iron.
A birdie, woo!
I've yet to get a single par.
Hole 15. It's a par 3. Amazing.
Hole in 1. Nope. Stop ball. Oh no. We're in the bunker. It's alright. We made birdie. I like how your controller makes the sound of a ball going into a cup when you finish the hole. It's a nice touch. Where is that ball going? Oh no! We've hit a tree. Try some spin on the ball. I don't think that worked. I think it did. It worked in the opposite way I thought it would. I want it to go from the right to the left, I think, by holding left. That made it go from the left to the right.
Just relax. No bad, eh? Go, go! Focus. A break to the right. Yes!
In the hole. Oh, beautiful.
Amazing. Hole 17. It's a par 4. Cool. Great shot. Excellent. Nice, yeah.
Made it to level 9.
Well done.
Looks like it's going to hit the tree. It hit the tree.
Yeah.
But actually, that's quite good.
Good work. Woohoo!
So I don't think it hit the tree very much. Only a slight nudge of the tree. Also, I have no idea what backdoor means, other than I think it's for holding a shot from a long distance. You get backdoor points. I don't know what it does, though.
Last one.
I did get a PS4. Yes, it's a Pro. And I'm playing it right now. Are there any games I should get for it that I don't already have? I'm on the other hole. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm on the fairway for a different hole, but sure, that's in bounds.
Amazing. Look at fly.
What happens if I try to score in a different hole? I should get Persona 5. I've heard a lot of good things about the game. I've heard a lot of bad things about that game. That goes on for too long is the main thing I've heard. And I'm not particularly a fan of JRPGs in general, let alone long ones, so even though it looks really cool, I don't know how it'll catch my attention. It took me 2 years to start playing Persona 4 after I bought it, and then I played it once for like a few hours. But I have been tempted to buy it, though, to be fair. It does look really cool. Finish! I'm the golf master. I murdered this competition. I killed it. I don't know what Japanese games there are silver besides Persona. And like Hyperdimension Neptunia I think is on there. It seems like a game that would be on the PS4.
Nice. Come on.
I got Engineer Boots 2. You can't go wrong
Nice, yeah.
with Engineer Boots 2.
Level up. Cool.
I get a bonus to my 7-iron. See, oh, we can do 18 holes. Kind of tempted to do that. I don't know if I want to stream that because that would be a lot of golf. I do want to see what my new club is, though. Power and control. That seems more useful than Maxman, although impact is hard, so I don't know what that means. Oh well, let's take a look at some other games. I think this auto saves. What is this? The question mark followed by an exclamation mark. I can now use power mode one more time. Why? What did I do to allow me to do that? Here's some star thing. I'll press the X button. Oh, you can use more power mode. Can I drive the golf cart? Would you like to ride a cart? Would I? Wait, how do I need to beat the examiner wearing racing getup. Do I need to find this person? Where are they? It's not him. Also, you can run and you can jump really high. Apparently, you can also unlock fishing in here. Seems like you can race in golf carts. But I don't know where the guy is. Is this the guy? He was not the guy. The Examiner. Who is the Examiner? Oh, I think I have to beat one of the people that show up here. Like, once you get a certain number of experience points, there are people here that you will challenge. So I think what it is I need to beat the Examiner in a challenge, a golf challenge, and then I can drive the cart. So I can't do that yet. It'll probably take me a couple hours to be able to do that. So let's get out of that. Also, PlayStation 4 shows your real name, which is strange. I thought there was backlash against that in gaming consoles. Wasn't that when Battle.net tried to do that everyone got really upset? But PS4 does it, and it's fine, I guess. Yeah, who buys a golf game to play golf? You play a golf game to throw frisbees around. It's Windjammers. This is a fun game, which I'm bad at. I beat easy, and then I tried hard and realized I'm terrible. I did one online match and I lost. Let's try another. If we can get a match. I don't know how many people are playing this. I don't know if you've even seen this before. If you haven't, you should, because it's fun. It's a good, fun game. Arguably, $15 is a bit much for it. It might be better off at $10, but it's still fun. What games were on PS Plus? I haven't actually downloaded any of them yet. Right now, there's Forma 8 and something else that I don't know. I guess I should probably download them to have them. I've also missed out on like 6 years of PlayStation Plus games, because I got PlayStation Plus when it first came out on the PS3, and then realized that, oh, the only game that I got from this that I like is Wipeout, so I'll just buy Wipeout and not buy PS Plus again. And so I've never bought PS Plus again until now, because you have to play online. I don't think we're going to find anyone. So I'll just do a local game. We'll do normal or medium. And I'll try a different person like Miller.
Round one.
So Giant Bomb really likes this game. Which is because it's a good game. Throw frisbees. So I win. It's 12 points to win a set. 2 out of 3.
Get ready.
6 rounds. I guess I just keep playing until I win or I lose. Oops. Medium seems a bit harder to score on than easy, but not by too much. How did he not get that? Uh-oh, next point wins. That's how you do it.
Well done. Next round.
And now we fight someone else. The girl who represents Japan. Oh, this doesn't feel like it's running at full frame rate. That's not good. It's a bit weird. Maybe it's the flickering shadows.
2 points. Yes. Let's win. 3 points.
Gotcha.
Here we go. Fight parachute. Hey.
3 points.
So if anyone else has any PS4 games they recommend I should get, let me know, and I will consider getting them.
Here we go. Fight parachute.
Oh, I earned a trophy, nice.
Here we go. Fight parachute.
Also, I made a new PlayStation Network account for my PS4, so all my PS3 trophies have not carried over. So these are PS4 only trophies on my
Set.
new account, which is where my username is Chin and Steelian as opposed to a really stupid name. Oops.
2 points.
You know the stupidest thing about making my old PSN account Sonic Boom 768 is that when I made that I was already using Tin and Steelian on a lot of things. But no. Sonic Boom 768 is a better name than Tin and Steelian. Thought 13-year-old me.
Here we go. Fight parachute. Good show.
Set.
You should be very thankful I wasn't streaming when I was 13, is all I'll say. You memorized my dumb username. It's so dumb you can memorize it. I mean, I guess my current name isn't the easiest to remember. Like half the time I do anything in any other chat, the streamer struggles immensely to pronounce my name. Even had a conversation in one stream about maybe changing my name. Or I mentioned like, hey, if I could, I would change my name to just Tin, which is true, but Twitch does not allow for letter usernames. So they were like, well, maybe have you considered these alternatives? And they were all alternatives I considered, like doing Tin underscore, which is available, but I don't like having an underscore there. Dog distance. Oh! I'm killing those people.
Good show. Yeah.
10.0.
Round 3.
Oh! That's a good sound effect, that oh. I thought of doing something like Boombox Tin, but then I was worried people would call me Boom or Boombox, and I don't want that. It would bring back memories of Sonic Boom. It would be like merging the two usernames together in some horrible conglomeration of bad names. I would want any new username I come up with to start with Tin. But I can't think of anything good, so I'll just keep it Tin Steelian.
Gewonnen.
Set. Get ready.
Raketenwurf. Here we go. Sonic parachute.
He made no attempt to get that. Tin the bum, no. I don't want to do something like Tin will win, because that just sounds pretentious. I don't think I'm going to win all the time. Most times I end up losing, in fact. In things.
Here we go. Sonic parachute. Raketenwurf. Raketenwurf.
Uh-oh. If he scores again, he wins. Can't allow that. If I score again, I win. Or the set, rather. I win the set. He wins everything. Got it. Oh, I missed it.
2 points.
11 to 11. Wow. What happens if no one gets this in time? Well, I got it.
Good show.
Next set.
Set. Get ready.
Raketenwurf. Hey. Supersonic shoot.
Nice. Not so nice. If he scores again, he wins.
Supersonic shoot. Hey. Here we go. Sonic parachute.
If I get a 5 point, I win. Oh, I lost.
Gewonnen.
Set. Game set.
I lost. Which one of these is the highlighted one? I think the blue one is highlighted. Can we do ranked? Is anyone here? Hello? Anyone here? I don't think so. I don't think many people play this online. I was surprised I got the one match I did. That's Windjammers. What have we not looked at? That's a demo. Demo's actually really fun, but I feel like the actual game would not be as fun as the demo, because I only played the cool first-person shooter part, and then I saw, oh, there's a third-person RPG component, and I was like, eh, no thanks. Drive Club is bad. Like, I remember this game looking amazing, but it looks bad. It doesn't drive well either. It runs at 30 FPS. I was disappointed that I spent $7 on this. $7.50 at that. It's also a lot of DLC for this game. Could probably spend almost $100 on DLC if you want to. I do not want to, because I thought it was a bad game. Also, I need to go to the settings, into the display brightness, and restore that to default. I had to turn it way up on my TV. But for the stream, regular should be fine. With Chore, yeah. I like the Beetle. I'm going to drive the Beetle. I'm also coming off of this from Gran Turismo Sport, which is a better game in every way. And I remember this got really mediocre reviews when it came out, but I thought they had made it better with updates. And maybe they have, but I don't like it. I'm still disappointed by it. I have a collision penalty, apparently. Gotta beat Drive Club in the average speed face-off. I did it. It's like poor man's Suzuka. This track kind of looks like it. All the tracks in this game are fictional. And kind of not great. Now in the lead, I got the 53-second lap. So as long as I finish in the top 3, I get 3 stars. I should get the PS4 Jackbox games. It's pointless to buy Jackbox games on multiple platforms, though. Because, you know, I'm going to stream them all. Yeah, I know. I know you know. I should get Life of Black Tiger. I guess that's my other New Year's resolution, to not buy as many bad games for the sake of it. Which means I probably should not buy Life of Black Tiger, because that's like an infamously bad PS4 game. Which is just a mobile port of a bad Android game, essentially. They got on PS4 somehow. And no, Taco Tom 2 is not coming to PS4 because they don't allow amateur development on PS4. So that's Drive Club. It's a bad game. I hope you enjoyed my review. I think I just said hey Kodak, but I'll say it again. Hey Kodak, how are you? Let's play something else quickly. Let's play a better game, like Journey, I guess. I've never played this before, which is surprising. Not only because it's a very good game from what I've heard, but also because my boss's daughter made this game. So you think I would have gotten around to it by now, but nope. I figured, hey, I got a PS4, it's on sale for $7. Now seems like a good time to buy it. You can finish it in one sitting. I think it's pretty short and designed for like multiple playthroughs. New Journey. Isn't this the game where random people will join you and you do things? I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. I also got Flower on here because it was play anywhere with the compatible with the PS3 version, which I bought years ago. Same with Doki Doki Universe, which is a dumb game that I now have on the PS3, the PS TV, and the PS4, which I think is just a glorified personality quiz. It's me, the Journeyman. Okay, that's a controller. You can tilt. That is a stick. Also tilt up and down. So all the camera is done with motion. You can use the stick as well if you want. Can we jump? That makes a noise. Seems to be the only thing that does anything. As of now. No, I changed my... Oh, I can't go back. Journey. Let me change my game title. Beat the game. Roll the end credits. I like how they have both Journey and Journey Collector's Edition. What's the next game? It is... It is also Journey. I'm playing it again. This is my second playthrough now. I have now been given things. Hold. Oh, I can fly. Or I can... Can I fly? Is this flying? Is this jumping? I can't even do it all the time. Only in certain situations, it seems. I see, so it's like a charge. Go here, and then you can do it some more if you want. go a bit faster. Or a bit. But yeah, my boss's daughter was the co-founder of that game company. She works at Google now. But she was with that game company when this was made and when Flow and Flower were made. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Depends on what your definition of cool is, I suppose. Hold. Okay. What now? Am I supposed to do what it says? It doesn't really say anything. Well, that's Journey. I beat the game. Thanks for watching. See you next year when I stream again. Don't really think there's anything here. That's something over there. Can I get to it? No. So we're just supposed to go around all of these things and do things. Maybe this is like a progress meter or something that you can go back to. Maybe there are 16 things that I need to go and thing to them at. Alright, that's the wrong way. So let's not go that way. Yeah, I know it's been a whole year since I last streamed Vinny. That's why I wanted to make sure I streamed as early as possible this year. This looks like something to do. That thing's glowing. I thinged. Why did nothing happen? We can hold it and really thing. What did I do? Is this just a jump? Did I get a jump? I got a jump, and I did not jump anywhere useful. Cool. go on top of that. Oh, yes. Hey, I can jump again. Maybe it's just a timed thing? I don't understand how that works entirely yet. Oh, am I gaining ribbons when I do that? That might be. Yeah, there was a thing over here. Now my ribbon's a bit longer. Okay, I see. Represents how long you can float. It seems like you've played this game before, Vinny. That's a lot of ribbons. Give them to me. Yo quiero. Hold. They're mine now. Oh, I dropped them. My bad. Sit down. You're grounded, grounded, grounded. Birds, I guess. Stylized birds. The journeymen and the trees used to live in harmony, but then a nuclear bomb happened and they all died. I think that's what the story meant. And now we move on to the next part. That was a good white screen. I think they spent a lot of time perfecting that white screen. I think it paid off. Well done. Now, I feel kind of bad for using a PS4 Pro at 720p. Because that's what I have to stream it. My capture card will not do 1080p at 60 FPS. So you have to do 720. So it seems we cannot make it all the way up there currently. We will need to find more things. More pieces to the ribbon, presumably. Also, I tried out PlayStation Now, which is basically, here's 500 games that you get for $20 a month, but you don't actually download them, you stream them. And it's kind of really funny because my connection wasn't perfect because I was using it over Wi-Fi, and whenever there was a slight hiccup, the pitch of the audio would change slightly. Like it missed a bit, so I had to make the pitch higher to catch up, and I thought that was really funny and weird. Also, I need to remember to cancel my trial because I'm not paying $20 a month for it. I'm not paying anything for it because I did not like it that much. I'd rather just have the actual games without the weird audio issues. I'll be paying for it until June. I need to cancel Xbox Live as well. That I did let go an extra month accidentally. I wanted to cancel it in December, but then I forgot, and now I've paid an extra $10 for an extra month. Oops. But I'm not gonna spend $60 for a year of that. I barely use anything Xbox these days, besides Forza, but now I have Gran Turismo, and I like that more, I think. Spit out the big ticket, and you get a bunch of little tickets. No, I want... Oh, you can go in here. Okay. I don't see any other people yet. I'm all alone right now. Is this hidden something? Is it? No. You didn't find anyone when you played it? Aw, that's disappointing. But that was the thing, you're supposed to find someone and then stick together. So I see, so those little ribbons refill your jump gauge. And then the little circle icons make your jump gauge bigger so you can jump for longer. Kodak, thank you for the 2 months in a row. I appreciate it very much. Enjoy your other month of Taco Tom emote. That's strange. Maybe it was some weird time period where it was right in between getting unsubbed or something. So now we can go up here. Oh, that's more It's more jump boost way over there. I think I should go get that. Oh, it's someone else. Hello. I'll head over there in a second. I need this thing. I'm supposed to go up here, right? Can we do... Ah, I can't make it. Oh, I made it that time. Did I? I did it. Do we like work together to both jump higher or something? Oh yeah, we do. We can refill each other's jump meters, I think. Earned a trophy. Are they done? Must now watch the cutscene. Maybe they're also watching the cutscene. It's a thing. It's looking at me. Studying me. Noticing how long my scarf is. It's touching the ground. It's gonna get dirty. So the next level involves a train, presumably. Train to the big city. Phew. There's my other guy. Is he still here? No, he's gone. He didn't care about me. He left me. The nerve of him. Ah, it's Cotton Candy Land. Yep, there's the cover art picture right there. Actually, it's not, but sure looks like it could be. Oh, what's that? Telling me where to go? Oh, I see. It's like the other character. It refills my flight gauge. Oh, no. It's like a fake other player, essentially. Oh man, that's a lot of them. No, I was writing that one. Well, I'm not anymore. What do I win? That's a picture. Cool. It's a good picture, to be fair. Okay, where to? These things are pretty cool. Where is the hidden object? What do I win? Nothing. Oh, there is something. I get a bunch of ribbons. Are you guys coming? No. Okay, I guess I gotta go back. Yoo-hoo. There's a white thing there. Was there? Is it behind here or something? I don't see it. But it seems like these guys are wanting me to do something here. Was it like on the top maybe? Aha! So now these guys will do stuff again. Don't want to get too far ahead. feel like they're slowing down though. Come on, step it up. I need to go this way. You might jump back, please. That would be great, thank you. Nope, okay. Cool. That's fine. Ah. Good job. I didn't make it. Thanks for the assistance. This looks not dangerous at all. I'm sure nothing sinister at all will happen inside this building. We made it. Only one of those 4 stones in the bottom, so maybe that means I only got one of the 4 ribbon boosts. Also, I don't know how long this game is. Like 2 to 3 hours, if I remember what people have said about this game in the past. We get to climb the many towers. Maybe it's the Towers of Hanoi. I remember having to program the Towers of Hanoi in a computer science class. We weren't allowed to Google the answer, which is great because it meant that no one in the class knew how to solve it. So I think the teacher had, or the professor had to almost give us the answer. And off we go. And that's Journey. Hope you enjoyed. Oh wait, there's more. I'm slowly beginning to realize that I know nothing about computer science, nor do I have any experience in computer science, really. Which means getting a job in computer science is going to be tricky, to say the least. And this made me even wonder if I want a job in computer science, even though that's what my degree is in, so I probably should get one. Oh no, I've fallen off. And I've died at the end. Hello, I've fallen directly onto another journeyman. Alright, I don't know where we're going. Why are we doing this? This reminds me of Echochrome a bit weirdly. I think it's the violin. And the fairly samey color palette. Are we supposed to be trying to get up here? Is that it? Genuinely didn't know if there was any purpose to this. Come on, fly! Why are you not? You're doing too much. I can't. I can't get up if you keep doing that. No, stop it. Hold on. No, it's all over. I ruined it. But I kept getting stuck because I kept having to react to the other person doing that all the time. Well, I'm never getting there now, I guess. They're not gonna come back for me, I don't think. Hey, you. Will you take me there? Hey, Matt Taz. How are you doing? Don't want to go to bed for a couple of hours. I understand that. My sleep schedule's kind of messed up by now. I'm going to bed at like 2:30 a.m., getting up at 10, 11. I'm doing alright. Yeah, that was kind of how I was about this game, too, for years. Like, I need to buy this eventually. And I got a PS4, so I figured now's a good time to buy it. And like, me in particular, I really needed to play this game someday because my boss's daughter made this game. Why are there Xbox One emotes? I don't know. Why are there Taco Bell emotes? Yoo-hoo. There we go. I made it. Taco Tom is the only taco emote that should exist. That's fair. I do like skiing down the sand mountains. That's really cool. Wonder if you get something for slaloming down through all of the gates. Hey, look. It's some things. Kind of want to try Ho-Hokum and Gnog, which are two PS4 exclusive art type games. Kind of like this, I guess. If you want to call this an art game. This does still look really nice. I feel like a lot of games, if they look nice when they come out, they will always look nice. At least at this point. How good something looks is more of a art style type of thing versus a computer graphics. How good can we make these things look type thing these days? Just because we can get things so photorealistic these days. Let's sit down and go to the next section. Character reminds me of the spy from Spy vs. Spy. Oh no, the things are going away. Is that bad? Now there are weird ships floating in the air. They have eyes. And intestines. Hi Jason, you're not in this chat, you're in a different chat, but I'll say hi anyway. Well, I guess this seems like the way to go. Is there anything hidden behind here? No. Fade to black. That's Journey. Game over. Hope you enjoyed. Also, one thing I like about the PS4 controller is that light bar. I think that's really cool. Happy New Year! Will this rock refill my jump? Well, I'm out of jump, so we can't jump up there. Hey, that's the thing that'll help me jump. Man, it's weird. Now that I have a PS4, it kind of makes me wish I had a PS4 earlier. It's like there's some games that I'd probably get on this instead of other platforms. Although, I don't know. I still feel like this would end up being the third choice. Where PC is first, and then Switch is second. I need you stop moving around, Ribbons. Okay, I guess they're not coming towards me then. But basically, currently it's... I don't know, it might be Switch first, actually. It would depend on the game. If it's a game where it's going to be graphically considerably worse on the Switch than on the PC, then I'd probably get it on the PC. If it's going to be the same graphically, like in a case of Sonic Mania, for instance, then I'd probably get the Switch version. But I get Splatoon on PS4. Well, I mean, there is that, oh, what's the name of it? Senran Kagura, I think. There is a game, Peach Beats Splash. I think it's like Senran Kagura Peach Beats Splash, which is basically Splatoon on the PS4. Like, the final boss is a clone of the final boss in Splatoon. I want that. Hello! Thank you. Oh, come on. Get in the thing. Should I follow this guy, or is he off doing his own thing? Or their own thing? Hello. He has a larger ribbon than I do. Look at him being a show-off. Where are we going? I'm just following this dude. Ah, here we go. We have entered the other side of the aquarium. Is there anything in here? Yes. Oh, these are all ribbons. I see. So I guess to answer your question, Vinny, I guess your question would be, would I buy Peach Beats Splash on the PS4? And the answer is maybe. I don't know. If it was like $5 maybe. Oh, I lost the other person. That's alright. It's seaweed. But it's actually carpets. Seaweed but carpets. That's a band name, I guess. I should get Crash Bandicoot. I was never into the early games. I never got into Crash Bandicoot, so I don't know if I would like the new one that much, even though it's just a remaster of the old ones. My only memory of Crash Bandicoot is back when I was really little. My mom was at a scrapbooking store and I was forced to go along. And in the back of the store they had a little place where you could play games, and there was these other kids who I think were playing Crash Bandicoot on a PlayStation, and they couldn't beat a particular level, so they were like, hey, can you beat this level? And they handed the controller to me, and I played it, and I beat the level first try, and they're like, wow, you're good at games. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I played them a lot, and then I gave the controller back to them, and I've never played Crash Bandicoot since then. Oh, hello. Please no Killerino, por favor. I don't think you can die in this game. I've been a legend in the scrapbooking store ever since. For the past 15 years, they've put my name on the wall, hoping that one day I'll return to beat Crash Bandicoot once and for all. Basically have all the PS4 exclusive racing games now. I have Drive Club, I have Wipeout, I have Gran Turismo. Wipeout is a great game. Even though the Omega Collection is just Wipeout HD and Wipeout 2048 on one disc. But they're not even like combined very well. It's a very weird way of putting those two games together. Like it's in one disc, it's one game, but the games themselves are separate. It's a weird structure. Yeah, they'll hire me as a full-time game player at the scrapbooking place. Getting at that time now. I've got one semester of school left. I've got to start thinking about jobs, and I spent last night getting super stressed out about that fact. Also that I have no experience in the field I would want to go into, which means that people who do have experience... Oh, this is probably not good. No! Oh no. Am I dead? Let me cut off my ribbon. So basically, I'm going to be behind everybody who has experience. CS does have job offers, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd be easily able to get a job offer in the CS field that I actually want. My GPA is okay, but it's not great by any stretch of the imagination. And my computer science GPA is worse than my overall GPA. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind being like a high school teacher at my high school, where I currently work part-time and end up working there full-time. I wouldn't mind working there full-time at all, except you will not take... Oh, you're gonna kill me, aren't you? No! You can't see me. What was I gonna say? I wouldn't mind working there at all, except I'd have to get up really early because they start at 7:50 and it's a 35-minute drive over there. So I have to leave by like 7 o'clock to give, leeway for traffic and whatnot, and that means I have to be up by like 6 or 6:30 every weekday morning, and that's kind of early. And also I'd probably be forced to do robotics, which I don't particularly want to do. I'm pretty good at teaching, I think. Like back in high school, we had a junior work week, and I worked at my middle school as teaching for the week, and all the teachers there said I did a good job, so. And also I've helped teach a few classes related to the I helped teach a few classes, like 1 day worth of class, not the entire thing, in regards to how to operate the 3D printer, and that seemed to be good. So like, I think I'm alright at teaching. It's so it's that. It's the time. It's the maybe having to do something I don't want to do, and I mean I guess that's the case in every job. So that might not be the most valid argument, but there is the time, which most other places I'd probably be getting up significantly later, and there's also the salary aspect, which is to say I doubt my high school will pay as much as any computer science job. It's like I'm looking at like the computer science jobs, like they seem to start at like 80,000 a year, which seems kind of ridiculously high. Where am I? But I mean, also a lot of them will require you to move to California where the cost of living is twice as much, so is it really that much more money? I guess you could argue that as well. That you're just an okay student. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way in that regard. Like, most of my, well, actually, I'd say I probably have a roughly equal amount of A's and B's and C's in computer science classes, but it's kind of gone like from A to B to C. Like, this past semester I took the capstone course in computer science, which is programming language. It's the design and implementation of programming languages. And I don't know what grade I got. I do know I passed the class, but I don't know if I got a B or a C. I might have gotten like a B minus, but could very well be a C based on the fact I don't think I did very well in the final. But my overall GPA is above 3, and they say if you're above 3, then you should put it on your resume. And if you're below 3, then you shouldn't, because that means that it's bad. So I guess my GPA is at least okay. But I think the big thing is no real experience or connections. Because they say like, oh, if you join a fraternity, you'll get worse grades, but you'll also get a higher salary because you'll know more people. And not only have I not joined a fraternity, I have about 0 friends at college, so oops. And also my only experience is in IT. Your GPA is 0.779 out of 1. That's a weird way of doing GPA out of 1. I guess it's like an average grade. Like how you have a grade out of 100 and then you divide that by 100 to get your GPA out of 1. So yeah, I think in US terms that would be a GPA of slightly below 3. It's not great, but not terrible either. Hello? Is there anybody here? Am I supposed to be here? So you just go up all of these. Oh, can we make it? Yes. Speedrun strats. Skip to platform. Am I supposed to be here though? I don't think so. I might have screwed up. Oh no! Rip. Gotta start back over. I mean, I do like IT a lot, so I guess I could try to find something in the IT field, perhaps. You know, I wouldn't pay quite as much as like an actual CS programming job, but I don't think it would be too bad either. So maybe that's an avenue to consider, looking at IT in other places. This is where I'm supposed to go. But also, I have no idea how much salary my high school would offer me if I did work there, so maybe the amount would surprise me, or maybe it wouldn't. But when I do go back, I do need to, like, ask them. Like, hey, if you were to hire me, what could I expect? Up we go. Oh, hey, it's someone else. Hello. I'll just follow them. Whoops, I've lost them. Great. I did a great job at following them. I'm just gonna ride the magic carpet here. Nope, come back. Did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah. That's the one I already got again. Cool. I'm going back to the same place. Oh, that's the other person. Hello. Did we make it? Also, completely unrelated thing about the PS4. thought it looked really ugly at first, but I'm kind of growing to the weird stealth Toblerone styling that it has. Stealing that quote from Ashens, who called the PS4 a stealth Toblerone. Still need to watch his Street Fighter figure video. Seem to be some really ugly ones there. I've seen pictures of a couple. Alright, maybe we're gonna stay with this person throughout. Man, they have a long scarf. Mine is not that long. I feel like they know what they're doing more than I know what I'm doing. Let's go to the snow. Man, it is 2018, isn't it? I know it doesn't feel that weird that it's 2018. It's not as weird as I thought it would be. And not as weird as it has been some previous years. Maybe because my parents watch the news a lot and the news keeps talking about the 2018 midterms. Gotten used to it. They have a prettier code. I guess that means they've beaten the game before. This is my first time playing Journey, Pinguino. And yeah, it's pretty cool so far. You redeemed a free Steam code last stream and forgot to tell me. I don't think Stream Labels says you did. Stream Labels doesn't say anything, but... Oh, it does. Yes. I will get you that after the stream then. Thank you for letting me know, because I did not notice until now. But yeah, I feel kind of bad for not playing this until now, because you probably know this already, Pinguino, but my boss's daughter made this game, so... Because she co-founded that game company. I know I told you that before, I don't know if you remember. When you streamed Flower. Unfortunately, I think most of the Steam games I have now are not good. Also, I don't think I've seen Buttspot start a Steam giveaway in months. Although granted, ClipArtBot isn't even on the stream, so there's no point. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just moving around with this guy. who knows what he's doing more than I know what I'm doing. Ah. I got pushed around a lot more than he did. Are we going this way? Whatever. Is this speedrun strats? Alright, we jump now. Oh, that's gone bad for me. Thank you. Let me charge you up. Oh hey, we go up here. It's a secret. I don't know if I would have found that without the other person. Okay, now what? We found it. In case you couldn't tell, I'm the person with the short scarf. Come on, you can do it. Oh, why is he sitting down? Is there a cutscene here? Or is he done? Oh, he died! He left. Well, I'm on my own now. Trekking up Mount Everest. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to light those up. Doesn't seem to do anything. Uh-oh. That's not good. Quick, hide. That's not hiding. Oh, I don't think that would have worked anyway. He digs down into the ground. Is there any way you can avoid those? Because now my ribbon's like almost all gone. The second time that's happened. Which way? That way? Or this way? I guess I'm already heading this way, so I'll continue. I wish to enter the cave. It's not so windy here. Yay! Pinguino is now playing Pictopix. It's a good game. Most Picross games are good games. Thanks Steam for letting me know that. You have to finish that so you can get into Picross S. I only got halfway through Pictopix, I think. But I've played all of Paint It Back, and I've played all of the regular mode of Picross S. I haven't done Mega Picross because that's dumb. Oh no. No, I'm not here. I don't exist. Don't know how to avoid those if you can. Mega Picross grew on me a little bit, but I don't feel like doing the same puzzles again, even though I don't remember any of them by now. I'd rather just wait until Picross S2 inevitably comes out and play the regular puzzles in that. If it's anything like the 3DS versions, there'll be like 10 of them. Oh no. I have no ribbon now. I'm completely ribbonless. It is content, but I could spend that time playing other things as well that I'd rather play, because I still think regular Picross is a lot better than Mega Picross. You know, I could spend that time playing Splatoon or Journey. Or Tom's Mansion. Well, maybe it would be better spent playing Mega Picross than Tom's Mansion, but... That is nothing. Is that where I came from or where I need to go? That's where I came from. Oh, I see where I need to go. Wait, how do I jump if I have no ribbon? I guess we'll keep going. Okay. They thought of everything. You don't need any ribbon. Not that way. Oops. Yeah, this is a good soundtrack. Man, if I just had a little bit of ribbon, this would be not a... Oh, hello. It's the person with the long ribbon again. I have no ribbon left. So I'm going to struggle here. There we go. This guy has so much ribbon when I have none. Is there a secret this way? No. Sorry I made you wait. I wanted to see. And there wasn't. Right at the rock. Come on. Oh no! So close. Okay, neither of us made it up there this time. That's good. Quickly! For the next wind. Man, you know what would be fun if I could fly right now? But I'm apparently too bad at the game to be able to fly at the moment. Not like it would really help me at this part. Stop looking like your big dog slipping on a pile of ice. Put your feet in the ground. Let's go. Oh, the other guy lost the ribbon too. Hey, we're on equal ground now. The playing field is equal. I know it's not a competitive game. I'm joking. Are we going the right way? I mean, there isn't really anywhere else to go, is there? Let's keep going uphill really slowly. Really slowly. It's the new sequel to Ridge Racer. Oh. We both died. Oops. Or are you supposed to? I'm gonna say that was intentional. Man, looking at my screen, it's all white. I can see it's very dirty. Hey! My ribbon's back. I've been revived. Thanks, guys. I'll give you a free Steam game. Should probably avoid these guys. Don't want them taking my ribbon. Hey, it's the other person again. At least I think it's the same one. Oh. This is the only video game ever to be nominated for a Grammy. That is a fun fact. I don't remember much about the girl with the dragon tattoo. Primarily because I didn't see it. It was a movie, right? The Grammys are movies, right? Oh, I'm out of jump. Grammys or music. Oh. Isn't The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo a movie? Or do they do like an award for like best soundtrack in a non-music setting or something? I lost my friend. It's alright. Oh, soundtracks are visual media. Okay. That makes sense. The magic carpet again. Yeehaw! Ride him, cowboy. So what's movies? Is that the Oscars? And then if so, how do the Academy Awards play into that? Are they different from the Oscars? Wait, was I supposed to... I think I'm supposed to stay here. The Oscars are a nickname for the Academy Awards. Okay, so they're the same thing. I know the Tonys are for musicals. And the Video Game Awards are for video games, obviously. Maybe I was supposed to go back down. Keeley's, yes. What other awards are there? Those are the only ones I can think of, but I'm sure there are more. Oh yeah, the Emmys. The Emmys are big. What are the Emmys for? Also, what are the Golden Globes for? And the Annies. No, the Emmys are for TV shows, right? Oh, I see where I need to go. Way up here. Annies are animation. That makes sense. That's a good name for those. So then how did the Golden Globes differ from the Oscars? Is there any difference, or are they just two different awards for the same thing? Hello? Let's go. The Golden Globes are the Iowa caucus of award season. That makes sense. Oh, we lost our ribbons again. Does this mean we're gonna die again? So no one really cares about the Golden Globes. It's the Oscars that really matter. Imagine if Twitch made their own awards show for live streamers. They called it the Kappas, because, you know, of course you would. That would be the worst thing. It does sound terrible. Ha, I win. Remember that white screen before? Well, now you get it again. White Screen 2, Electric Boogaloo. In theaters now. Man, my monitor is dirty. I would make the joke about this being the end of Journey, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the end. Nope, there's more. Billy Mays here with Journey. Oh, that is the end. Okay, Billy Mays, you're fired. We don't need you. Okay, which one of these is my boss's daughter? None of those. None of those. There she is. Kelly Santiago, that's her. Oh hey, that is my boss in the credits. In the special thanks section. He's Jose. That's pretty cool. I like how they had the Senior Vice President of Marketing and, in quotes, PSN. There it is again for the director. Can't really believe we called this thing PSN, so we're gonna quote it. More credits. Thanks, Aaron Ewing. You were a good test engineer. Thanks Tetsuro Sakurai for marketing the game in Japan. Thanks Jinhee Park for being a graphic designer. Made with Fire Engine. I've never heard of that before. Might be an in-house thing. Companions met along the way. I met a couple. Dean Pie, 48, Gory Veteran, Rudy, ZGM. Hey, trophies. By the way, speaking of friends, if you are friends with me on PSN under my old PSN account, you should re-add me under my new one, which is Tin and Steelian. That applies to almost no one, and I also friend requested everyone who was previously on my old account, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. You're probably going to accept me the next time you turn on your PS4 anyway. You can do a new journey if you want. Is there no menu to like revisit anything? I guess not. You go from start to finish in one sitting, and that's it, I suppose. Alright, well, I don't want to play it again. Not right now, at least. Oh no, my battery is only 1 star. One star. 1 bar. Okay, what is sound shapes? That keeps popping up. And I think it's free. I have it. No, I have the Playroom and Share Factory. This is the other thing that I have no idea what it is. Because it's like you can get themes for Share Factory. And I don't know why you would want that. Because I don't know what it is. What else do I have? I think that's everything that I have, actually. That's a demo. That's a demo. Could we have Twitch? I can watch myself. I can start the app. And then I can use the app as well, which is an important part of any app, the ability to use it. Wouldn't want an app you couldn't use. Disappointed there is no auto prediction for my username. It's me. And also me. And we can watch me. Watch me. It's me. It's me. And also me. And also me. And we can watch me. Watch me. It's me. And also me. Wow. This is the future of entertainment. Just an endless void. This is the future of entertainment. Of me watching myself. Just an endless void. Also, I can't hear anything beyond the first. Of me watching myself. The first one, so I guess my volume's kind of low. Also, I can't hear anything beyond the first. One, so I guess my volume's kind of low. I like how the quality gets really bad once it gets to the bottom, like it's really badly compressed and things are glitching out. It's like an old VHS tape, like you're going back generations of an old VHS tape, except it's Twitch. Well, we can look at my account. Nope, that's just going to me. Can I see like my bio and stuff? I have to go over here. I can follow it, but that's kind of pointless. So I'd have to sign in. We can watch food. This is twitch.tv/food. I think it is their food channel. So I probably shouldn't stream that. In fact, restreaming in general I don't think is allowed. But also, I have like 5 people watching. Who's going to care? How do we get out of this? Probably the PlayStation button. Is there anything else I want to stream? It's 11 p.m. Do I want to do anything else, or do I want to call it a stream? I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Maybe play a bit more GT Sport on my own, or maybe I'll stream it, I don't know. I don't have the disc in. Oh, I also bought No Man's Sky on the PS4 because it was fairly cheap. And it's one of those games that I always thought looked kind of cool, but then all the controversy happened, so I was like, well, not buying that. But they've apparently updated it some, so maybe it's good. I'll probably get $20 worth out of it. I also bought Little Big Planet 3. I had it on the PS3 and never played it, so I bought it on the PS4 so I can never play it on that. And also, because I made a new account, I don't know if my saves are going to transfer over, which means I might lose everything, including my Little Big Planet 2 beta jacket, so maybe I shouldn't have bought that. Maybe I should just play the PS3 version, because it's the same game, just with better graphics. But then I'd have to go to GameStop and return it. And I got Wipeout as well, which is a good game. And Everybody's Golf and GT Sport, which we have played on stream. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back eventually with more things, maybe a bit more structured next time. I don't know. But yeah, hope you have a good night. See you later. Bye-bye.